Hello friends, I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. If you've seen the title of this video, you know what it's about. Today I am talking about something very exciting, which is my first kit collaboration with Wrapunzel, and that is the sea glass kit. So I'm going to share the kit, I'm going to do a few tutorials, but it's been a little bit of a journey to get here. So Wrapunzel first reached out to me about this kit at the beginning of May this year, and they already had the kit put together. So this isn't the Serifka kit, this is something else. Typically when they do kit collaborations with social media creators, they will work with that person to determine what goes into the kit. And that's not what this is. They had already put the kit together and they looked at it and they just really thought that it suited me, that I would enjoy it. And so they offered me the opportunity to name it, and also these adorable little ocean earrings that go with it. So I named it the Sea Glass Kit because if you've seen the little bits of glass that wash up next to the ocean that have been tumbled smooth and kind of matte by the water, that's really what I thought of, is all those tones of greens and blues. And also I thought that these little abalone earrings also kind of had a stained glass feel to it. So that is the name that I came up with. They sent it to me. I went out Memorial Day weekend and shot all of the material for it, the photos, the videos, everything. And the idea was that it would launch sometime in June. And then tragedy struck. The mint petal softs that were supposed to be a part of the kit vanished in transit. They didn't show up. And so, for a long time we were waiting to see whether they were going to turn up or not. And even just as recently as last week, Wrapunzel had told me that the package was lost, it wasn't coming, so we were just going to push the sea glass launch to spring or summer of next year, which I was a little disappointed about, but these things happen. And then I got a message at the very end of last week that said, we think the package might be coming tomorrow, so we might be launching the kit. And apparently they showed up, and now here we are. So I'm very excited about this. I hope you enjoy it. I also hope that I may get to put together a Serifka kit in the future, but we shall see. So I did 3 different looks when I was modeling this, and so we are just going to go through them one at a time. So the first look is probably the simplest, so I'm going to start with the petal soft type scarf. I mean, it's not a petal soft type, it is a petal soft in this really pretty mint color, and I'm just going to put that on my head nice and evenly and tie a knot at the back of my neck. And then I'm going to take this, I guess we can call this the sea glass scarf, since it is releasing uniquely with the kit. So I didn't even tell you more about this. So this has this beautiful print, and it is uniform across the entirety of the scarf. It's a really lightweight sheer material, and it has these really pretty tassels on either end. So I really like that it's a uniform print the whole way across. Sometimes scarves like these, if they have like a fun border on the end, it can be hard to show that off to its best advantage. Not something that you need to worry about here. And this is also, it's a very wide scarf. So I love wrapping with these kinds of scarves. I am also going to place this on my head nice and evenly. Bring that up. And this is also going to get tied at the back of my neck. Just like this. And you don't need to tie both of these knots. If you find the 2 knots at the back of your neck gets a little bit bulky, I would say skip the first one. Just like so, and then I'm just gonna tidy that up so that it's a nice even border the whole way around. Okay, so now I am going to take both ends of the Petal Soft and I'm going to bring them up and over one at a time. And when I get to this midpoint here, I'm going to give them a little bit of a twist. Really try and get that twist centered at the top of my head, and then bring that down. On the back. And you can either tuck it in to itself or tuck it in at the back of your neck. And then same thing on this side. I'm going to bring this up and over, and I am also going to twist that so that it's going in the same direction as the other. So I don't want them twisting away from one another. I want them twisting. Is that, no. I'm trying to do this in the viewfinder. I keep messing it up. There we go. All right, same direction, down and tuck in. The idea was I really wanted it to have kind of that look of like waves rolling towards shore. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna pull that through because I want it coming up in the middle here. So I could have brought my first scarf end up in the front if I had been thinking about it, but I wasn't, so it's fine. We can just fix that now. There we go. And then this is going to come up and it is going to do the same thing. Come up, twist, just like the other one, come down, and then I'm going to tie this off in a beginner's luck, like so. And then I'm going to do one more time and pull this only halfway through. And then fluff this up. There we go. So here is the first look that I did with sort of the rolling waves on top and a little poof on the side from the front. From the side, back, and the other side. So that is look number one. I guess I'll call that the rolling waves look when I put time codes in the video description down below. For the next one, I am going to do what is basically a sheer tails, but with two scarves. And you've probably seen me do similar to this. So I did a very similar look when I was modeling the Blue Yonder kit. I just think it is one of the best ways to do a two scarf wrap that really shows both scarves off to their optimal advantage. So because I am doing a sheer tails, this needs to go on unevenly, and I'm probably not going to be too terribly precious about making sure that I have it exactly the correct length. All right, we're just gonna, and that's probably going to be about right by the time that I pull that nice and snug. I think I might give myself a little bit more room. If you are wrapping a two scarf sheer tails, you need to account for the fact that you're wrapping two scarves, and so the volume is going to be a little bit larger, so it will take more fabric to go around your head. So I am going to tie this in a knot so that my scarf, my short end here, is coming out underneath, just like that. Now grab my sea glass scarf And we're gonna do same thing, but on the other side. So angle it in the opposite direction. Pull this out here. And tie so that my shorter sea glass scarf is coming out down on this end. All right, and now we are just going to finish both of these exactly like we would with a regular Shira tails. This is going to come up and over. And I'm going to bring it behind the sea glass one and pull it through like so. And that's a little bit long. So I had this hack for sheer tails in some other video from a while ago, but if your sheer tails comes out with your second end a little bit too long, you can just loop it around one more time to shorten that second end up, and then you don't have to rewrap, which is definitely nice when you're doing it with two scarves and rewrapping means taking both of them off. So now last scarf up, and I'm gonna make sure that I keep that mint petal soft showing in the back. And bring it around and through. And there we have it. So here is the double Shira tails wrap with the sea glass kits from the front, from the side, back, and the other side. Collar zoom. Just fine. All right. And if you feel like this is too much fabric to like have down on you, you can, of course, you know, tuck one or both ends away. I think in the Blue Yonder kit video, I basically have one of each. But yeah, adjust that to your liking. And then for the final look, it is a two scarf variation on the ponytail wrap. And for that one, I actually have my shaper on upside down. So I am going to undo this, fix my shaper, and I'll be right back for the final look. Okay, I am back. As you can see, I have flipped my Cloud9 shaper upside down so that the seam that is usually at the back is now up here. I have just really been loving the way that this gives upward volume in the back without giving quite as much sideways like the Bobos do. So I am once again going to be starting with the Mint Petal Soft first, and I am going to be placing it on my head evenly, just like this, and then bringing the scarf forward and pulling it up, because we are going to begin in sort of a turban-y style. So I am just going to make sure that I am tucking any of my little bits away. Get that nice and tidy. And I'm going to tie this in a knot. Just like so, and then the one that is coming out the back is just going to stay straight back, and then this is going to hang out for a moment. So now I'm going to take the sea glass scarf and I am going to fold it down to something like this width, and bring it around the back here. Try and make sure that I have any edges tucked away, that I am keeping that relatively flat. And then this is going to come up. I have it nice and even. My ends are even up here. I am going to spread it out, really maximize the amount of that patterned scarf that I am showing, and then it's going to get one twist, two twists, and this is going to flip straight backwards just like so. So now I have my two little veils coming down in the back and these two scarves up here. So this is going to come back and all right. I think I want that. Oh, I'm going to redo that just so it stays a little bit further forward. All right. This once, twice, and back. All right. There we go. That's better. All right. So this is going to come back around and underneath. And this is where I'm going to get that really cute little poof right here. And so now I have my two extra scarf bits here on either side and my two veil bits in the back. So now I'm going to cross the sea glass scarf in front like that. And I'm really going to take the time to fluff that scarf out, cover up that knot, and then this end I am just going to tuck underneath. And I will end up with my two little poofs, two little veils in the back, and then I have this long bit. Now, you can finish this wrap in any number of ways. If you want something a little bit more tidy, you can either just take this down and tuck it in. And that is perfectly lovely. You can also just take this, wrap it around underneath, add another layer to the veil in the back so you have like kind of a little sandwich going on there. What I did for the photos was I brought this through my little front poof right here and then around one more time and then pulled it through once more so that I have just like little fringes sticking out there. Retuck that underneath. Really pull out the veils there. Make sure that both of my poofs are looking good. And here it is. So here is the double ponytail veil look with the sea glass kit from the front, from the side, from the back, and the other side. So this is definitely a bigger, bolder way to wear the kit if that is something that you are into. I have to say I really like this style of veil because it keeps it off the back of the neck because there's so much volume happening back here. But yeah, I think these are both beautiful scarves on their own and together. And of course, we cannot forget the adorable little earrings. So those are sold separately because not everyone has pierced ears, not everybody wears earrings like this. So if you want to buy them separately, of course you can. But yeah, I am So pleased with how this kit came out. I'm very proud of the looks that I put together with it. So as always, everything that I am wearing and talking about is linked in the description box below. And yeah, even if this kit, if the colors are not to your liking, you could do this look with any other Petal Soft and a coordinating lightweight scarf. So I hope even if this kit doesn't particularly appeal to you in these colors, that you give these looks a try either way. So as always, thank you so much for watching. That's a wrap.